Hey guys, so I am going to go ahead and share this to our patron and members only chat, and I hope you guys can come hang out with us. Yes. Okay. What, babe? What? Nate, what? Okay, what's up, you guys? All right, so welcome, you guys. It is our Real Talk Recovery patron and members only live stream. How are you guys doing today? Come on in, have a seat. It is time to unwind. It is time to chit chat. It is time for our weekly patron and members only live stream.
More water.
Oops, sorry. I'm posting it so that way everybody will know. Come on, guys.
I gave them the water from the drink.
Okay. There we go. Hey, guys. Hey, Chris. What's up? Yay. I'm so happy to see everybody here. Come on in. What? Okay, well, help me out, babe. What's up, people? Let me get the link. So, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad to see you in here, Chris.
Fold those clothes, boy.
Yeah, fold those clothes, Nate. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This boy's never done a chore in his life. Hold on, guys. Okay, DEN. Hold on, guys.
I mean, no one told me any different than 11, so that's what we've been doing.
Okay.
I got it. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the link so that way, if you want to, you can come up and share today. Okay. Yay! Everybody's coming in. Yay. Okay, so come on in. First of all, I want to show you guys Nate's school pictures for the year. Are y'all ready? Look at my big boy. That is the elusive Neil speaking. Come here, Neil. Come here. Come here. Look at my baby. This was Nate in pre-K.
He's going pee.
And then this is Nate in kindergarten. Look at my big boy. Isn't he growing up, you guys? Right before our very eyes. Do y'all remember when I first started my channel and he was just a little baby? He was little chunky baby. You were like 3.
Look at me, Mom. Watch this. Show them this, Mom.
What, baby?
Watch.
Go ahead. The whole family's home, you guys. The whole family. Let me show y'all a picture of me when I was a little girl, and then you'll see Nate looks a lot like me and my dad, but he has his daddy's coloring. He's a white boy. Right, Daddy?
I don't look close to you at all.
You look a lot like me, boy.
No, I look 0 in that face.
Look at this face.
Ow! I hurt myself. Dang it.
I'm so glad everybody's here. So this is what we're going to do, you guys. Just the first couple of 20 minutes or so, we're just going to hang out, let everybody come in because there's a lot of people in Patreon now. So there should be about 40 people in this live stream. Hopefully everybody will come. I'm going to go ahead and send a text out to everybody that I have their numbers. So while you guys are chit-chatting, I'm going to send these links out, okay? Also, if ever anybody wants to come up and share, let me get the link while I am sending out texts, okay? So I really want to talk about, first and foremost, you guys, I want to get everybody who needs a wrench to have a wrench. So I'm going to need you guys' help with that, okay?
Did you say a wrench to have a wrench?
Yes, I said a wrench. That's what I said.
That doesn't make sense at all.
And here's the thing we need to talk about. So as a moderator in my chat, when you are in the chats, one of the things that I like to do for people that are part of my Patreon, that shows that you're paying money to support me monetarily and support this channel. I want people to know that you are a part of the crew. So there you go. As a way to show that, I try to wrench you guys. So you'll be able to help me with the chat, okay? But as a person with a wrench, it is a very, very important job. It is not a job that I take lightly. Okay, so if I give you a wrench, this is what I expect from you, okay? I expect for you to welcome the newcomers. Okay, so when we have somebody that comes into the chat, they've never been to the channel before, it's your job as a Real Talk Recovery moderator to welcome them, uplifting, positive, kind, okay? Those are the things that the people who moderate my comments need to do, okay? Also, whenever Merk is not in the chat, because sometimes he can't make it to every live stream, if you have a wrench and Merk's not here, if we have a guest on, I need you to go to that person's channel and get their link so that way we can share their channels. Also, if you have a wrench, I need you to share our Patreon link to let people know if they want to come join with us, which I'll put all these links in the chat right now. So that way you guys can copy and paste them and keep them. But not everybody has to do that. Like if Merk's not here, just one person, just whoever wants to be in charge of links when Merk is not here, say, okay, I'll be in charge of the links when Merk's not here. Okay. So there's that Patreon link. Let me get the Discord link. And that's just a way to help out, you know, and help, because I can't do it all, you know. Set this link to share. So this helps me, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, Bubby? You can fix things now. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Bubby's gonna get trigger happy with his wrench. He's gonna be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Do I need to give a wrench training before I give these out? Don't be trigger happy. Okay, so let's talk about if people come in and they're like just straight up trolling, okay? So for the most part, I try to give everybody a chance, okay? So let's say somebody comes into the chat and they're asking about Suboxone and Methadone, but they're kind of being like just maybe a little judgmental about it, or maybe it comes across judgmental, like let's say they say something like, why are you on so many milligrams of Suboxone or something like that? Like instead of just like blocking them or kicking them out of the chat, like what we try to do is give everybody a chance, you know, talk to them about it, say, hey, you know, everybody's body is different. What's good for one person might not be good for the next. And so we try to give all people a chance to remain in the chat. Now, if somebody comes in and they're just spewing hate, cussing people out, talking crazy about me. If they come in and they talk about my kid, my husband, any part of my family, you just block them. Don't even give them a chance. That stuff is not, we don't put up with that bullshit. So you'll be able to tell. Some people just come in to troll, you know what I mean, for no reason. And so those people, we don't even need them here because half the time they're not even addicts. They're just coming in to be ugly. So you just knock them right out. But yeah. Oh, don't worry. They'll come in and out, Chris. But for the most part, it's a pretty easy thing to do. I will also add you guys' names. I need to get a pen and a piece of paper. Hold on, guys.
I found a glitch to get outside of the map.
Okay, so Christopher Perry. Perry. Okay, and then Drew. Bubby, I'm going to call you Drew, okay? Let me see who else is in there. Marcus. Let me have to check my description to see who all is already listed. That's right. Okay. You should see the description box in my videos, okay? It's like full. Okay, my beloved patrons. We got Brandon, Alicia, Amanda, Bless, Bryn, Christina, Cindy, Crystal, Deidre, Jana, Jane, Kim, Lisa, Marissa, Merk, Melissa. There's like 5 Melissas, y'all, in our Patreon. Michelle, Misty, Nancy, Nicole, Reese, Rob, Rosie, Sonia, Hannah, Veronica, and Emily. So I need to add Drew and Chris. Who else do I need to add? That's a lot of Melissas. Oh yeah, Sam, you're already on there, right? I think I said your name. Oh yeah, lots of Melissas. I can't even believe how many Melissas we have. It's crazy. It's a popular name, I suppose, huh? Are you really, Chris? That's crazy. Okay, so update on Rob. I called him last week when I was at my mother-in-law's house to check on him. And just so you guys know, he's been working. That's why he hasn't been very active. But I'm fixing to text him right now and let him know that we're live. Rob McNamara. Haven't heard from him. Yeah, I have. I've talked to him. I talked to him last week. Oh, hold on a second. There we go.
Hey, Nate. Can I see my phone so I can read that?
Who else have we not talked to? Is Nikki in here right now? Nicole. Let me send her.
Hold on, we'll go upstairs in just a second, because.
And don't worry, you guys. We're gonna get started. I just wanna wait and make sure everybody comes in and we don't leave anybody out. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people are probably not going to get here until 7, and so I want to give everybody a chance to get here and come and be with us.
Oh, it's just asking you to say accept.
Michelle Mariner, I need to get her in here. Let's send her a text. There's
allow targeting of advertisement.
Michelle Mariner. She popped her new air mattress.
What?
What happened?
What's that?
Nate, you don't have to scream, son. Okay, stop. It's not funny.
No, you know I make them laugh.
Yeah, they do like you a little bit.
More than you.
Okay. Deidre.
Okay,
here. I'll read you guys, everybody that's in the Patreon, so that way we can kind of keep track of it. And then I'll write it all down.
You want me to give you?
How's everybody's day going? Are y'all all staying positive, staying sober? Oh, it goes. Tell her to take it back. Did you really? It's okay, Misty. I'm glad you're here. Oh, are you back at work, Merk? Okay, so let me read you guys all the people in Patreon. Okay, so is Brandon still in Patreon? Yeah. Okay.
Can I have your phone now?
Okay, so let's see, you guys.
Dad, can I have your phone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And listen, I appreciate everybody that joins my Patreon. Y'all know how it is. It helps me out a lot. So we got Brandon. I'm going to write down everybody's name.
Yeah.
Brandon, Alicia. Oh, has anybody talked to Amanda? Amanda. I need to text her. Bless. Bryn. I haven't talked to Bryn either. I need to text her. I got Drew, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Present and accounted for. Cindy. Crystal. I got to text Crystal. Danielle. Dana. I hope everybody sees this and comes over. Hey, Freya. What's up, girl? I'm glad you're here. Yay. Okay, good. Everybody's coming in. I knew it was going to take a second for everybody to get here.
Dad's car,
Deidre.
Dad's car for a muffler, it sounds like
Aaron.
a weird cupcake.
I need to see what Emily wants me to do. Leonard, and Leonard is in the, I need to text Leonard too. Okay. Jana, is Jana in here?
Where's your
Jana.
phone?
Sure.
Sky. Carly. Kim. Kristen. Lisa. Is Lisa here yet? Lisa. Marissa. I need to text Marissa too. I haven't talked to her in forever.
Come in my room, alright?
You hear that, Daddy?
What?
He wants you to come in his room. Melissa. Another Melissa.
Hedda, come on, baby.
Another Melissa. Hee, y'all. Crazy. Michelle.
You took it.
Misty, Nancy, Nicole. Misty. Nancy. Nicole. Reese. You know what I want to do? I want to make a credits thing that rolls at the end of my videos, you guys. So that way at the end of the videos, it will show all of y'all's names and it'll say like, thank you to my Patreons for supporting me. And then it'll have all of y'all's names. Wouldn't that be cool? Mike. And Melissa. Tanya. Oh man, where's Veronica? I haven't heard from her in forever either. Okay. So I got everybody's name in here now. What's wrong with Jana? Why doesn't she come in? Is she not going to come? Hold on. Let me text her too. I have her number too. Jana. Man, I want everybody to be here. I know maybe that's a lot too much to ask, huh? There is a lot of us. Hold on. Candy. Where's Sky? Is Sky here? Oh yeah, I'm taking, look at me, you guys. I'm taking row. Who's here? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. Okay. That's not. Okay, here's Jana's number. Jana. Okay, guys. Come on, girl. Yes, I really do want to do that. And somebody reached out to me today, you guys, and said that they are doing graphic designing now. And so what they can do is they can make something like that for me to play at the end of my videos. Okay, we got 10 minutes. You're right. You're right. I wanted to come on early so that way everybody could get here. You know what I mean? So, okay. That's not even everybody, you guys, that's in our members. Okay, because now we got members too. That should be the new rule. We all have to check in, even if we say nothing else. This, hello. Hello. Cindy. Did you butt dial me? She butt dialed me. Okay, so this is our list of everybody for our Patreon. So just so you guys know, like, if you are a member of the channel, hey, Carly. Okay, I'm going to check you. You're here. Carly is present and accounted for. Checkmate. So if you join my membership tab, here's the thing, okay? So on Patreon, that's where I upload like extra videos and stuff. So I don't know if you guys want to do just Patreon and stop, don't do the membership and do Patreon, or, you know, because how can I'm trying to think of how I can let you guys see the videos I put in Patreon also. I guess I could share them on my, no, don't worry about it. I can share them on my community tab for members too. Yay, Jana, you're here. Okay, good deal. I just, you know, I want to make sure that everybody comes and hangs out. You don't have to come, you guys, but I just, you know, I want you to be here because you're paying to be in the group, so I want you to be able to hang out with us, you know. So, oh, it's your birthday, girl. How old is it? Your belly button birthday, or is it your sobriety birthday? Sign. Hey, Freya. There's Sky. Sign in and then sign back out. Freya's here. Yay, that's awesome. 21 years old, girl. You're so young. Hey, Erin. What's up, girl? I'm so glad you're here. That's so we got, you know what, Erin? We have two Erins. We have Erin, is it Yost or Yost? Erin, and then the other Erin that has a YouTube channel joined too. So we got two Erins, 5 Melissas. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, take a seat. What's up, you guys? I'm so excited. So listen, every Sunday at 7 p.m., we're going to do these patron and members live streams together, okay? And every Sunday without fail, because what I'm doing is I'm just going to live stream Mondays through Saturdays, and then Sundays will be just for us. So I might even take Saturdays off and just do Monday through Friday. So that way I have it one day off, and then Sunday we do our live streams together. I'm at a protest in our city. It ends at 8 and has been peaceful so far. It's awesome. I'm heading home now. That's awesome, girl. How's it been going? I want you all to know that they're protesting here in Little Rock, and I was watching some of the stuff on Facebook today, and they were like blocking the interstate on I-630, and so the police shot tear gas into the group of people.
Well, they burned down a church off of Asher and burned down O'Reilly's
What?
on Asher.
Do you,
I promise you.
Oh.
And
why would they do that?
because they're ignorant. It's just people.
Burn down O'Reilly's.
And a church.
Down O'Reilly's.
Or at least it was on fire. I know I saw a full recording of it.
That's crazy. This just makes me so upset.
Yeah, Will Deloney, he lives in Austin, Texas. He said that they were busting stuff up, Target, places like that.
They drove a car through Target here in Little Rock. Like, here's the thing, you guys. Like, I support. Hey, Cindy. I just wanted to make sure everybody is here because we got a lot. We have a lot of patrons and members, and so I want you guys to make sure that you are getting what you paid for. Okay. And so part of that is coming here and being in these live streams, because this is part of what you get for the money that you're paying. You know what I mean? So I don't want anybody to say, well, that girl Nicole, she does Patreon, but she doesn't give what she says she's going to give. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to make sure that everybody came. Hey, Aaron. So we got 2 Aarons. No, I think we have 3 Aarons. Holy cow. You guys, I'm telling you what, this is so crazy. So Cindy's in the house. Let me mark you here, Cindy. Cindy. But you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that you guys get what you paid for. And I don't just it's really important to me for that, because I want you guys to be able to go and say, hey, I joined Nicole's Patreon and it's really cool. So that way, other people, if they want to join, you could tell them, she does what she says she's going to do. She follows through, So yeah. Okay, so I had asked a couple of you guys what y'all wanted to talk about tonight, and so I actually got a couple of text messages. You know what I've been seeing? I've been seeing that everybody is wearing masks, but
Corona. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of people that get coronavirus because they're all gathering together too.
So this morning, Drew had texted me and that he wanted to talk about family, judgment. So I thought those were 2 really good things to talk about. I think and last night, you guys, when we were on our live stream or on our Mara meeting, for those of you guys that are not coming to the Mara meetings on Saturdays, I think that a lot of you guys would really, really like it, because you're able to share in there. And so I'm going to put the link to Mara in the chat right now. So that way, if you guys want to join us on Saturday nights, you can come join us. It was me. So that way, me, Mert, there's so many of us in there, you guys. It was a really good meeting, and we all got to share and talk. And we had a new girl that was in there, and she was newly on Suboxone. So it was really good to be able to help her and support her. And it was good. We were all in there together. I really, really liked it. Okay. It was awesome. And you know what? That's a way for us to get to know each other, you guys. I was also thinking about, tell me what y'all think about this. You know how we're doing this, our live streams for Patreon and members only, like this in me on the screen and y'all in the chat format? Would you guys like it more if we did it the Zoom way, where you guys can all be on the camera with me? And that way we could go around and share. Would that be something you guys would be interested in doing more than this kind of setup, or do you guys like it like this better? Because I was thinking that could be a more interactive way to where you guys could be more in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something y'all are interested in doing, let me know. I know that it would. Yeah, I like it. And that, you know what we could even do, you guys? We could alternate it. We could do one weekend where we do it like this, and then we do another weekend where we do it on the Zoom. So that way it's back and forth, okay? Because I want you guys to be able to participate, you know what I mean? And I feel like, here's the thing. When I first started my channel, I was more going in the direction where I was teaching almost. And now it's not that I don't want to share what works for me, right? But I'm more so coming from the angle where I'm just sharing my experience, and I'm not a teacher. I'm just sharing with you guys what works for me. And so I want you guys to know that we're all equal, and that what you have to share in the chat and share, in the meetings is just as valuable as the information that I am sharing. And so I feel like if we could do the Zoom meetings where y'all can have, be up there and be able to be more, you know, like talking and stuff. That would be better. So I think that we'll do a Zoom time. Next Sunday, we'll do this on Zoom, and I'll do it the same way. I'll link it in our Hangouts chats, and I'll link it on the community tab, and I'll link it in Patreon. So that way, all you got to do is check those places at 7, click the link, and you'll be up here with us. Okay.
Wash all these.
Yeah, I watched them. So let's talk about family. Okay, let's talk about family and early recovery. So you know how it works here. I'm going to share with you guys my experiences with my family, my mother and father, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, my husband, my son, my sisters, because that's my immediate family. And I'll share with you guys my experience, what it has been like getting sober, and what it was like in my addiction and how I affected my family. And then if any of you guys want to come up and share, you guys can come up here and share too, okay? So I don't think we realized how much that we hurt our families when we're in active addiction. I know I didn't understand how much I was hurting my family. In fact, that was one of the things that I always told myself I wasn't doing. I would say things to myself like, well, I'm just getting high. I'm only hurting me. I'm not affecting anyone else. You know what I mean? And that could not be farther from the truth. In fact, now that I'm a mother, I can just imagine how my mom felt knowing that I was in my active addiction, going to prison, homeless, driving around drunk and high, living with people that I had no business living with, hanging out with people that I had no business hanging out with. And I know how much I worry about my little boy, and he's only 5 years old. I cannot imagine how my mother did not sleep at night. You know what I mean? She probably was up all night thinking about whether or not I was okay or whether I was going to be hurt. And I remember one time when I went to prison, I went to jail first. I went to county jail, and then I went to prison, and my mom was like, I can finally sleep and not have to worry about whether you're going to die out there in the streets, because now I know that you're safe because you're locked up, you know? And so I always felt, hey, Lisa, I'm glad you're here, girl. I always felt like, you know, and I think that is because when we're in our active addiction, you guys, it's like we're blinded by our selfishness. All we see is that we need the drug, right? And so you're not focusing on whether or not you're hurting and harming your family. You're focusing on that next high. I need to get this so I can feel better. And that's what blinds us, you know, is that instant gratification of drugs and alcohol. They give us the relief that we're so badly needing because we're either depressed, or maybe we started using drugs because we wanted to fit in, and then the longer we stayed getting high, the more our bodies became dependent on it, and then we start beating ourselves up because we're getting high, and we're like, or at least I know how I was, you know, I didn't start getting high because I didn't have a bad childhood. I wasn't abused by my parents or anything like that. I wasn't abandoned, you know. I had a good upbringing. I had a solid family unit. I started using drugs and alcohol because I was insecure. I was unsure of myself, okay? Other people that I was hanging out with were using drugs and alcohol. My boyfriend at the time, he was my first love, the first guy I ever dated, and I thought that I was going to be married to him. And I remember the first time we ever went out, we were hanging out with all his guy friends, and they were smoking pot. We were literally outside of their parents' house. This is how these other parents didn't care. So we were outside smoking a joint, and I remember hitting the joint for the first time. We were sitting on the roof, actually, and I smoked that joint, and it made me feel so weird. I was coughing. I mean, it made me cough so bad, y'all. And then I thought, this is great. You know, this gives me like a good buzz. And then I started drinking, and it was like one thing led to another, and I was drinking, I was smoking, then I was snorting, and it just got worse and worse and worse. But it all started out because I was unsure and insecure. And so I let what other people did be an influence on me. Now, see, this is what I believe. I believe that when you raise your kids up and they're strong and they believe in right and wrong and they're sure of themselves, then they're not going to go out and make decisions like that, like I did, to get high. They're not going to cave into peer pressure. But see, I was unsure of myself. I was insecure. I wanted to fit in so badly that I caved to that peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, I just tried to block it out. Like, I'm not really doing anything wrong and I'm not hurting anybody, right? Fast forward, I'm in my active addiction and it's a shit show. And I'm going to prison. I am getting in trouble. I am going to the hospital and waking up after overdosing, like so many times where the police would find me in my car overdosed and take me to the hospital. And then I would leave AMA, against medical advice. See ya. I'm out of here. Walking down the street. And I did that, and that's when I started realizing that my addiction was hurting people. It wasn't just hurting me anymore. It was hurting my family and the people that loved me. You know, I didn't have, like, after I broke up, after me and my second boyfriend broke up, the guy that used to beat me up all the time, after I left him, or he left me, and we broke up, you guys, I stayed single, and I didn't get into another relationship until I met my husband. But when I met my husband and we got pregnant, I was hurting myself, I was hurting my husband, and I was hurting my son, you know, and that's addiction. But here's the thing. When you're in your active addiction, you don't think about how you're hurting other people. It's like the obsession to use is so strong. Okay. And so a lot of people, like, I don't think people understand that when you're getting high and you've been doing it for a while and it's become an addiction. Okay. Because when you first start out, it might just be something that you were dabbling with, right? But when you start doing it and it has become something that you do regularly and it's an addiction, and it becomes an obsession. Okay. And I don't think a lot of people understand that your brain is hijacked by the substances that you're abusing. Okay. So whether it's alcohol or drugs, your brain is completely dependent and you're hijacked. The only thing that you can choose is that drink or that drug. And so that's where that obsession comes in. So the obsession to use and to drink was so great that I would choose drugs and alcohol over my son. You know, thanks, girl. You guys, this is my new glitter from Lemonhead LA. You guys I'm going through my makeup tomorrow, you guys, because I'm going to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So I said in the chat, if any of you girls want any of my makeup, just let me know and I'll send you some of it, because I'm going through a lot of it. But I was affecting my son. I was affecting my mom and my dad. I was affecting my family, my husband. I was affecting my mother and father-in-law. And I didn't even realize how deep I had gotten into my addiction until I lost my son, you guys. And
new visitor.
That hurting my family was the last thing I ever wanted to do. You know, and I still have a lot of shame and guilt surrounding the fact that I hurt my family. And it's like, how do you get rid of that? How do you heal and let go of that shame and guilt? I'm going to tell you how you do it, because I have been doing it and it's helping me. So when I got sober, I started working with another woman who was sober. She'd been sober longer than me, and she was my sponsor. And what we did was we went through the steps. So just like the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, the 12 steps of Mara are almost the exact same, you guys. They're a little bit different, but for the most part, on steps 4, all the resentment stuff, it's pretty much the same. And so going through and listing all of the resentments I had, the people I needed to make amends to, and making amends to them all, that is how I have been able to heal from the damage I did with my family. And I was so afraid that my mom and my dad and my sisters weren't going to forgive me. And so my first knee-jerk reaction when I first got sober was to go straight to my mom and dad and my sisters and everybody and say, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Please forgive me, right? And so I went to do that, and then my sponsor was like, no. You don't just go and apologize right away. You have to live your amends. You have to show them that you're making a change. And so I was like, oh, so you mean I'm not just supposed to go up and apologize to them right away? And she's like, no, because they've heard you apologize a million times. You have to show them with your actions. Nicole, how do you forgive yourself? That's the part I struggle with, even after all this time. Hold on, let me shut this door because the laundry's going. That forgiving myself has been difficult for me too. I'm going to talk to you about that too. Okay. So that is how I have been able to work and get my family back, you guys, because I'm showing my family with my actions, not just words. Exactly. And here's the thing, you guys. I don't think some of us realize how much we run our mouths when we're actively using drugs. We are all about saying we're going to do this, that, and the third, but then we never do it, right? Actions speak louder than words. It's a fact. And showing your family that you have changed through your actions. So here's the thing. Going and getting sober and quitting drugs and alcohol is just the beginning, you guys. Just the beginning. If you have been able to abstain from drugs and alcohol, I'm so proud of you. But if that's all you've done, it's time to do some more. And so that's what we're going to be doing here is we're going to learn how to do more than just quit drugs and alcohol. We're going to learn how to be better people. Okay? So, how do you forgive yourself? So, one of the things that I had to learn and I had to work through was that the person that I hated the most in the whole wide world, the person that I was the most angry with, was myself. I still to this day look at myself in the mirror and I say, how did you let it get that bad? But I have to remind myself, you guys, that I wasn't in control. So the way that I'm learning to forgive myself is to realize that I was sick. And so I can't, when someone is sick, mentally sick, ill, right? And they go out and they do something like, I don't know, steal something, right? And you know that they're mentally ill, you know that they're sick. What do you say? Well, they're sick, right? The same with addiction. You know, I take full responsibility for the things that I did in my active addiction, but I forgive myself because I was sick. Okay? Now don't get me wrong, you guys. I wasn't just like, you know what? I forgive myself. I love me. No, I had to write down all the things that I resented myself for. Okay? So let me tell you guys, I'll share with y'all what I resented myself. I had a huge shame around the fact that I have been very, how do I say this? The relationships that I had with men before I met my husband, and even at the beginning of my relationship with my husband, I was very promiscuous and I was a cheater, straight up. And so I ruined a lot of relationships because I was dishonest. I was a liar. Okay. I was very promiscuous. I didn't have respect for myself. I didn't have respect for others, my significant others, right? And so these things I acted out in my addiction by seeking validation and attention from men. Okay? And so that's why I was a little hoe, because I liked the way it made me feel when men wanted me. I liked the way it made me feel when I had a bunch of sex with men, right? And so that was me when I was in my addiction, okay? And listen, a lot of women struggle with this. So, and you guys will probably struggle with this too, okay? The reason why I was seeking love and affection and validation from these men was because I felt insecure inside. I didn't feel or love or have respect for myself. So instead of learning to love myself, learning to forgive myself, learning to have respect for myself, I went the easy way and went out and found people to give me attention, which is a false sense of security and love. Okay? It's fake. It's not really there. Because once you take those men away or those women away that are giving you that attention, guess what? Then you're stuck with yourself again, right? And so you listen, men and women can relate because that's what you guys, I don't know why. I look back and I think back to when I was a little girl, and I remember my mom teaching me that I was beautiful and that I was smart and that to love myself. I remember her teaching me that. I remember her sharing that with me, but for some reason I just didn't feel that on the inside. And so when I got old enough to start acting out and getting high, then I started seeking that in other people, and that's what a lot of us do when we're in our active addictions, is that just like we seek drugs and alcohol to change the way we feel, we would seek other humans to change the way we feel. Okay. We would seek other people to change the way we felt, to make us feel good about ourselves. But just like drugs and alcohol are a temporary solution, sex is a temporary solution. Okay? So not only can you be addicted to drugs and alcohol, you can be addicted to sex, you can be addicted to relationships. These are all things that I was doing, and it was like, I want you guys to rewind and think about what you were like before you put drugs and alcohol into your body. Think about it. Were you seeking validation and love and affection from the opposite sex? Were you going shopping and spending lots of money? These are all addictive behaviors. It's not just about drugs. And so I was experiencing those addictive behaviors long before I ever put a drink or a drug in my body. I was seeking attention from little boys when I was a little girl, flirting with everybody. And so that just goes to show you about how our addiction is inside of us before we ever pick up a drink or a drug. Hold on. I know you do. You have a lot of toys in general, boy. But take a shower. Sorry, guys. We shut that door behind you because I don't want the thingy to show. But here's the thing, you guys. Like, I don't just like. I'm learning to love myself, and the way I'm doing that is by taking care of my body and trying to get in shape and trying to do the right thing, staying sober. These are ways that you can that reflect that you love yourself. Okay, loving yourself is having respect for yourself, having respect for your body. Okay, eating. These are all things that show that you love yourself, because you're taking care of your body, right? Taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. And I didn't even realize that I was reflecting that I didn't care about myself by, eating a whole bunch and letting myself get overweight. I was neglecting myself. Okay. And so I'm telling you guys, even in my sobriety, like, look, I struggle and I'm trying to learn how to find this balance in my life, to learn to love myself and stay on the right path and do the right thing. Every day is a new day, and every day is a struggle. There's some days where I do really good and I'm like staying on the right path, and I'm, putting good things in my body, and I'm staying on track with my sobriety and doing the next right thing. And then there's other days where I eat like shit. I cuss somebody out online. I have a fight with my old man. My son drives me insane. you know? And so, like, I don't even have it all figured out. I am just trying to do it one day at a time, you know? But I'll tell you this, I forgive myself for the things that I did in my addiction. I have truly come to forgive myself. Do I still cry sometimes when I think about things that happened, especially with my son? Yes. I think back to whenever I was in my addiction and I was pregnant, and I feel like I just beat myself up about that, right? Because I feel so much shame about it. But I forgive myself, and I know that I was sick. I know that I was sick, and that I don't have to live my life like that anymore. Today, I can make better decisions. Today, I can do better. But forgiving yourself, you've got to do it. You've got to let go of that shit, because holding on to resentments and resenting yourself, not forgiving yourself, guess what? That's going to block you from the freedom, okay? That's going to block you from being able to be happy, joyous, and free. There's no reason to beat yourself up. There's no reason to hate yourself. There's no reason to hold that grudge against yourself. Do you know why? Because it's not going to do any good. What does it do? What good does it do to not forgive yourself? Why do you want to put yourself through pain still? Why are you torturing yourself like that? You know, a lot of people feel like they have to punish themselves for the bad that they did in their addiction. You already were punished by being in addiction. You do not have to keep punishing yourself over and over and over again. Okay? I took my kids places I never thought they'd go, and I knew better. Thank God they didn't see anything. Aaron, I did the same thing. I took my son to the dope man's house, you guys. I've sat inside the dope man's house shooting up before with my baby in a little baby carrier. And I know that I shouldn't have done that, but I also know that I was sick. I was in my addiction, and today I'm not that person anymore. And that's another way how I've learned to forgive myself, because I see the person that I have become today, and I'm no longer the person I was when I was in my addiction. So that's what you need to do. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and see that you're a different person today. You're not doing the same things you were doing when you were in your addiction. Okay? You're not that person anymore. You are new. Okay? And your sins, just like they say in church, okay? Your sins have been washed away. All right? Once you come into your recovery, you admit where you were wrong and the mistakes you made in your addiction. All right? And you wash that shit away. All right? So don't mean to get religious on you, but it's just like when you work the 12 steps, that's what you're doing. You're putting that shit down on paper. You're admitting where you made mistakes and where you were wrong, okay? And you're turning it over and starting fresh. So don't carry that baggage with you and hold yourself down any longer, because it's not serving you. It's not conducive to staying sober to beat yourself up every single day. It's not going to help you on your journey. Okay? So you don't have to do that anymore. There's no reason to punish yourself. Okay? Well, if you're an atheist, then just think about it logically, Chris. Okay? Logically. What does it do to not forgive yourself? Okay? When you're walking around with hate in your heart for yourself and dogging yourself out for the decisions you made in your addiction, what does that do for you? Does that serve you in a positive way in your life? Okay? If it doesn't, then let that shit go. Okay? Just look at it from that logical standpoint. Is it helping me or is it hurting me? Okay? You got the good pile and you got the bad pile. If it's not helping you, then get that shit out of your life. Fuck them. You know, you don't have to beat yourself up anymore because you're not actively using drugs. Okay? You're working hard to stay in recovery and do the right thing. And so those are the things you focus on today. That's right. And here's another thing. You don't have to believe in any kind of higher power or God to be sober, you guys, to change your life. Now, contrary to what 12 steps say, the 12 steps tell you that you have to have a higher power. That's AA and NA 12 steps. The 12 steps of Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous do not say anything about that. And that is a thing that I think a lot of people get hung up on, is they think that they have to believe in God to find recovery. And you do not have to do that, you guys. All you have to do is find something that you believe in inside of you, okay? And go with that. Go with that. But I know what you mean. I know a lot of people that are atheists and agnostic, and they have been able to get sober and be happy, and it's great. So don't feel like that's not a lose situation. You can stay sober and be an atheist or agnostic.
But I'm tired, buddy.
What's wrong?
You want some best?
Where do you want to go?
I just want to go play somewhere.
Didn't y'all just go somewhere?
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy's tired, buddy. We'll play tomorrow. Mom,
Go like this. Look.
That is it. Oh, it's probably
Does this make sense? You want to go.
You can do. Well,
somewhere,
Christopher,
and then
you're
you don't.
already sober, so
No,
you're
I mean,
already
we
making
already-
the
we
positive
left and
changes in your
we're
life.
trying to see if the
You know.
noise is still going to be in my car. Remember?
I just want to go somewhere and play for just a tiny bit.
I'm not going right now.
Okay, let's. Do y'all have anything that you guys want to talk about or say? Hold on, let me put the
this
link
on
in.
there.
If any of you guys want to come up here and share, you're more than welcome to come up here. Okay, there's the link. Now, let's talk about judgment in recovery. Okay, not just judging others, but judging yourself. Okay, and so this is what I hear. Y'all are too hard on yourselves. You're literally judging yourself, right? Take it easy, man. It's not what's going to happen in your recovery doesn't happen overnight, okay? I didn't wake up and say, oh my gosh, I love myself today. I promise you guys, that's not how it has worked for me. It has been very, very difficult for me to get to where I am. It's taken me a long time of just working towards loving myself, forgiving myself. It has taken many years, okay? 5 years it's taken me to get to where I'm at. 5 years. So it's not something that just happens overnight. Okay. So one of the things that I love about just Real Talk Recovery and Mara is that the whole basis of this channel is that we are an all-inclusive place where anybody can come and find recovery support. Not just somebody who is an alcoholic, not just somebody who is an addict, but everybody can come here and feel like they are not alone and feel like they are accepted and welcomed. Okay. And here's the thing, the reason why I'm such a big advocate on all-inclusive recovery and no judgment is because I have went through the ringer being judged by other people. And I mean, it's the worst feeling in the whole wide world to have your peers judging you. You know, it hurts to be like, for people to look down on you or to openly talk about your recovery like it's not valid. And that's one of the things that I struggled with for a long time, is that being on Suboxone and openly sharing about that, a lot of people wanted to count me totally out, like my recovery is not recovery, you know. And so it used to really keep me up at night, you guys, because I struggled so much with what other people thought about my sobriety. Okay, I really, really did, because I wanted to fit in. Again, this all links back to my insecurities. Okay, when I first started my channel 2 years ago, I wanted to fit in so badly with the other people who had channels that were recovery channels. Okay, I wanted to, and I still find myself, you guys, I still find myself in the same position where I find other content creators that are in recovery, and they are recovering addicts and alcoholics that are not on Suboxone, and I'll want to be included with them, and then they'll say something, and I'm just like, this is why I just stick to myself and just cultivate our family here, because I cannot handle judgment. pisses me off to no end. My ex-wife says I take Suboxone and it means I'm not sober by taking it. Sorry, that's my dryer, you guys. Yeah, Christopher, we have all experienced that judgment, and let me just tell you about that. When somebody is openly judging you for a medication that you're taking that has helping you stay sober, 9 times out of 10, it's because that person is ignorant and they don't understand. Okay, so Suboxone is. A lot of people say things like it's trading one addiction for the other, or you might as well just be on heroin. That shit pisses me off right there. That makes me so mad when I hear people say that, because that's bullshit. Okay? Being on Suboxone is a maintenance medication, and yes, you are dependent on it, but you are not addicted to it. And that's where I think a lot of people miss the mark, is that there's a difference between addiction and dependency. Okay, when you are dependent on a medication, you are no longer practicing those addictive behaviors. Okay, and that's the difference. Now, are there people out there that are probably using Suboxone and addicted to it? Sure, I'm sure there are, but that's not what we're doing, you know. And so the thing that I've had to learn, you guys, is that I just have to let some people be where they're going to be. And I've lost friends because of this. I've lost people who I really wanted to have in my life because they were so close-minded that they couldn't see past the fact that I'm on Suboxone, and that they wanted to make it more of a, I've got more recovery than you do because I'm abstinent and you're on Suboxone. And I just don't, I would never do that to somebody else. I would never judge somebody for being on a maintenance medication. I would never compare my sobriety to their sobriety like it's any different, you know. And that's what I was talking about the other day. Like, recovery isn't about the medications you're on. Recovery is about the work that you're doing on the inside in you. I told her I could be using meth or pills instead. And so here's the thing. That's another thing. I think a lot of people think that because you're on Suboxone, that it's somehow keeping you sober. And just like you said, Chris, I'm the same way. I'm a poly addict. I could be out getting high on meth, benzos, crack, anything. But I don't want to get high today. I want to live sober. I want to do the right thing. And so if being on Suboxone helps me to have a better quality of life, then that's all that matters. I feel like because we speak about maintenance medication on our channel, I feel like it has separated me from a lot of people that are in recovery that have recovery YouTube channels, right? And it's because a lot of people in the recovery community that have YouTube channels, they secretly look down on us because we're on Suboxone. And they won't say it to your face, but they secretly think that we're not sober. And I don't want them in my life. I cannot stand that shit. That's the last person I want to be around, you know? The last person. So I'm grateful to have all you guys here. And I don't think you guys understand how many people are utilizing maintenance medication. Okay? It is science-based approach to recovery. It's not just some bullshit. It's like really works. And people's lives are truly being changed. It's don't let anybody discourage you, okay? And if you're somebody who has not been able to get off and be successful in that, that's great, right? That's great. But that doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be able to do that. And that doesn't mean that everybody else wants to do that. I also think that there's a misconception that, you know, everybody else, that there's some kind of goal to abstinence, right? Not everybody's goal is to be abstinent, you know? A lot of people are too scared to even say they're on maintenance. Yeah, that's true too. And that makes me so mad because they shouldn't have to be afraid. They shouldn't have to be ashamed. But I know, because I used to be ashamed too, you guys. And it really took a toll on my recovery when people were bashing me, saying that I was just trading one addiction for the other, saying that I'm basically should be on that I am might as well be on heroin is like the biggest insult I've ever had from somebody else. And that just, I'm like, you know what? I don't need you in my life. I don't need you in my life. You know, if it wasn't working, if what we were doing wasn't working, then we wouldn't have all these positive outcomes. Look at all the positivity in here. All of us are positive outcomes from maintenance medication. Okay, a lot of us are in here that have utilized it and has saved our lives. You know, so don't let anybody's judgment affect your recovery. And if that anybody ever says anything to any of you guys about being on Suboxone, you come and get me. You come and get me, because I will set their ass straight. So anyway, I'm very, 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 very emotional about that. Like, I do not play that shit. Yeah, mine either. I would still be doing the same exact thing, you guys. I wouldn't change a thing, you know? And so I'm abstinent from destructive behavior. Exactly. Exactly. That is so good. I love that. Missy, I'm not playing. I'm so serious right now. I'm so serious, girl. Oh, it just makes me so mad. And what makes me even more mad is when I get duped, when I think somebody is like supportive of us, and then I find out that they're an undercover hater. And I'm just like, you better be scared. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm so glad that 17 people came to our chat tonight, you guys. You guys, we have so many people in our membership and patron group, but I am so glad that you guys are coming, and I want us to be active together. I want us to have these meetings every Sunday. I want us to pick a topic every week that we can talk about on Sunday that will help all of us, you know? And these were great. Family, forgiveness, and judgment, bomb.com topics, man. Everybody, look at me. I'm still dealing with people who judge me, right? I experience it every single day on Facebook. Ever since I started my Facebook, you guys, Lord help me, Jesus. These recovery groups that I go into, it's like, where do they find these people? All these people giving all this medical advice. You know what I mean? And I'm like, stop giving medical advice. And I even have to catch myself sometimes, you guys, because I get to going and then I want to suggest things. And I'm like, Nicole, be careful, because I never want to tell anybody something that is not good for them. So always know that, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist. All I can do is share with you guys my personal experience, you know? And I also want to show you guys something. Okay, so we have the members only chat and the patron chat. Okay, and you guys know on the Patreon or on my community tab. Let me show y'all. When you go to my channel, okay, like that. See that home videos playlist, and you slide it to the right. See that button right there, community. Okay, mark that, and then you can literally go to these, and it has announcements there for members only. Okay, so I can put announcements to all you guys, the members, and then my patrons also. I do the announcements in our Patreon chat. And so I want you guys to know that I want you guys to have that special place where you can be in, and you know you're going to get messages from me. You know you're going to get messages. Hold on, where's the Hangouts? Okay. You know you're going to get messages in our Hangouts chat, okay? Yeah. And so I was thinking back to when I first started my YouTube channel, And I used to do morning meditations, you guys. And so I was thinking about how I can, and I can't do them every morning because I don't wake up early all the time. But when I wake up early, you guys, I want to start doing morning meditations. And so let's get the real talk. Okay. I want to share. There we go. I want to start doing morning meditation in the Facebook group. Okay. It will be not every morning, but it'll be, a couple of mornings a week, right? Oh, Facebook is so crazy. For those of you guys that are not in our Facebook group, there's the link to the Real Talk Recovery Facebook group. But I used to do morning meditation every morning. Okay. I used to do nighttime meditation every night. And all it is we get the gist for today and we read the gist for today for that day and we talk about it. And then we go about our day, right? We say, show us how to live our lives clean and serene. And we go about our day, And so I'm going to start doing, that's a good idea. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, meditations on Facebook. Then Candy will do it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. In fact, I'm going to text her. You don't do social media? Well, we'll share the video in the chat for you. Hi, guys. You are on social media right now. Yes. I just got your message, Bubby. Yes. In fact, I have to go through. So, okay, I'm going to go through y'all's names right now while we're in here. Let's see. Y'all's names right now. Okay, Chris, Bubby, Misty. Hold on, I'm trying to see y'all's stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't know where she went. Okay. Nicole said it a while I was writing it. What did I say? You on it right now. Oh, yes. We should do that every morning in Zoom meeting. I'm totally down for that. So if you're the Real Talk Recovery Facebook is an easy place for me to just go and post the meditations. So that way everybody can watch it if they don't get to come to it live, right? I think that would be a great thing. And yeah. You would do the Zoom? Okay, well, maybe I'll think about that. Y'all got me. I'm going to be doing. So this is what we got going on. Y'all listen up. We got a lot of stuff going on, okay? So tomorrow, 4 p.m., we got our workout on Zoom, okay? So this is how it's going to go. Tomorrow morning, Real Talk Recovery Facebook meditation. It'll also be on YouTube, just so you know. It'll be on YouTube and it'll be on Facebook because I can go live from my YouTube and my Facebook at the same time. So tomorrow morning, if you're not on Facebook, you can join us for the meditation on YouTube. Tomorrow we'll do meditation at 9 a.m. Then at 4 o'clock, we'll have our workout. Then at 7 o'clock, we have our support group meeting. Okay. And so we got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. You guys, I have a job now. I can't be on YouTube all day, every day. But we got a lot going on. Okay. So if I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays meditations in the morning, then that's going to be 3 live streams a day, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So it'll be our Zoom workout, our meditation, and our recovery support group meeting. So lots of stuff going on. There's no, if you can't make it to a morning meditation, that's okay. I'll be on at 4 for the workout. And if you can't make it to that, then I'll be on at 7. So there's options for everybody to be able to participate. Okay. And so that's great. I want everybody to know that I'm trying to make sure that I do as much as I can I want you guys to be able to say, hey, I like being a part of Real Talk Recovery. she does stuff. Like, we are getting our bang for our buck. We're getting to be active in the group. I want you guys to benefit from it. So I hope that you guys see that I'm really working hard to make sure that I provide as much content and support as I can. Really, really, really want you guys to know that it means it's important to me to be of service to you guys and to support you guys. So I hope that helps. Can you do morning what? Morning what, bub? Chris, what did you say? Can you do morning what? So tomorrow morning when we wake up, somebody please call me if I'm not up by 9. Meditation Saturday and Sunday broadcast. Can you do more? Oh, do it on Saturdays and Sundays? Well, yeah, I mean, we can. If you guys want to do that, I'll start a Zoom meeting for the mornings. If somebody wants to help, that would be cool. There you go. That's a great idea, Nikki. Okay, so that sounds like a good idea. How about, Nikki, if you want to be responsible for morning meditations, that would be great, because that would take a load off off of me. Okay, so if you guys, that's a great idea. So there's anybody, and listen, text me the link so I can come and be a part of it too. I'll be in there with you guys, but that would be really awesome. But we'll do meditation tomorrow morning. So it will be recorded, so that way if you miss it, you'll be able to watch it back on YouTube, okay? Okay, got you. You're in the mornings and then on Saturdays and Sundays. I got you, Chris. I know what you're talking about because you work during the week. I got you. Okay, so y'all, Nikki's in charge of morning meditations on Zoom, and I will do a live one tomorrow morning on Mondays, okay? But from that, I'll do Mondays and Fridays, okay? And then you guys can do Tuesdays through Thursdays. How about that? All right, so that way I'm not like burning the candle at both ends. I think that's a great idea. I think that is amazing, and I think that will be so much fun. So y'all are all in the group chat together, so now we can chat about that. Make sure that you send me a link so I can come to it too. You know, I like to listen. I want to be a part of it. So this is so awesome, you guys, because this is how y'all are going to stay sober and supporting each other, all right? So being together, sharing, having these recovery support group meetings, doing meditations together, this is how you're going to stay on the right track together, okay? So this is amazing. Such a good idea. So, okay, well, I'm going to go lay down, take a shower, wash all this glitter off. Y'all know I had to get cute for y'all today. And then tomorrow at 9, we'll do our meditation. And then at 4, we'll do our workout. So y'all better not flake out on me tomorrow. We're working out. Okay? Hold on, let me show y'all. My legs have gotten so muscular from doing those workouts. Look at this. Okay, so I hope everybody's has a great night. Welcome to everybody that just currently joined our membership crew and the patron crew. I really, really appreciate all of you guys for supporting my channel and believing in me and just being a part of the family. You better be trembling. Oh, let me think. Is there any more important stuff we need to talk about? Like, let me see. Let me see y'all's names. So pretty much everybody has a wrench, right? Jana didn't get one though, did she? I haven't seen her comment again. I think she left, but I don't think she's feeling good. But anybody else that needs a wrench, if y'all will message me and let me know, just text me and let me know. Also, y'all are doing a great job in the chats. Okay, great job welcoming everybody and letting people know that we're there to support them. Like I said, just watch for the trolls. And everybody's doing a really great job. I really appreciate it. And I am going to see about getting a list to play at the end of my videos to show everybody that supports and is part of the members and patrons, okay? But for right now, I'm going to add all the new people's names in the description. So next time a video goes up, you'll see your name in the description box. Okay? All right. And if any of you guys need anything, or you just having a hard day, or you just want to chat, you can text me or call me. Okay? That's why I give my phone number out. So, and especially for you guys that, you know, are part of the members and patrons, you're more than welcome to call me anytime. Don't ever feel like you're bothering me. You are not bothering me. Okay? And yeah, I love you guys. I'm excited for this new chapter that we're all going to be adventuring on together. I think we have a really fucking amazing group of people who want to be active in their recovery, who want to support each other, and that is what it's all about. This is going to be the shit. I'm super excited about it. Like, we have our own group, you guys, our own home group. It's like, this is our group, our Real Talk Recovery group, you know, like, this is amazing. So it's really fucking awesome. It really fucking is. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter. I'm excited to have all you guys here to support me in my sobriety, because y'all are helping me stay sober. You might not understand that, but being here for you guys and doing these meetings and doing the live streams, it helps me. I feel like I have a responsibility, right? And so I come here and I do this, and it helps me stay sober. I love you too, Aaron. I'm serious. Like, it really helps me so much. So thank you for helping me stay sober too. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for our meditation. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.